I do something called the 5-star shout out. I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in. You can't make a. You know what I'm talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am here today with the chocolate girl.
Good morning, chocolate girl here.
How's everything? How's everything, chocolate girl?
Everything is great. Everything is great. Glad to be here on Saturday, my favorite day of the week. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just trying to get things together. It's been a good week though. Even though I had to go to a funeral, that's the only bad thing about the week. I had to go to a funeral, go see some family members, some people. But besides that, everything else is all right.
Whose funeral was it?
One of my childhood friends, his dad passed away. So that was sad. Sister Sheila, what's going on? Good morning, baby. Haven't seen you in a while, baby. Yeah, that was sad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's crazy because we was just talking to we was just talking to Jay. I want to say about 2 weeks ago. We called him up and we was sitting there. We was talking about stuff that happened in the past and making jokes and laughing. And Jay was telling us, he was like, "Man, listen, my pop ended up getting pancreatic cancer. I know I'm saying that all the way, but it turned into being pancreatic cancer, stage 4." And I said, "Well, what happened to stage 1, 2, and 3?" He said, "When it comes to that type of cancer, you don't know you got it until stage 4."
Yeah, a lot of the times that's true.
Mm-hmm. And I was just so sad because I was like, "Hey," and they were saying that he may have 6 months to a year to live. And yeah, it was sad. It was sad. And I was just calling on, checking on him all the time, making sure he was cool because I know that's a lot to deal with, losing a parent. I haven't lost a parent. I lost all my grandparents, but I haven't lost a parent. And that's why I thank God I got young parents. A lot of people I grew up with had older parents. Like I had young parents. Like all their parents was born 1950 something, 1940 something. My parents wasn't born in 1960. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess I'm old enough. I'm old enough to be your mama.
Probably so. My mom had me at 18, so yeah. Man. That's about it. That's how my week went, but it still was a good week. I had my homies making jokes about me because they just realized that I got an iPhone. They was like, "You got an iPhone?" I said, "Yeah, because I told you my phone wasn't charging." So the next phone they gave me was an iPhone.
Who's they? Who gave you a phone?
That was what was that? The company Metro.
Oh, they didn't give it to me for free. They decide what phone you get?
No, they didn't give it to me for free. But being the fact that I ain't feel like buying new chargers enough, I got the iPhone.
Okay. It's gonna change your life. I'm telling you, it's the best phone ever.
I'm not on. I still got an Android too.
Yeah, I'm sure
But
you do.
I ain't
But
really. I'm not
I
really.
so much better. You'll see.
I ain't really. I didn't really see that much better. I'm gonna tell you what y'all do have that's unique. The iPhone only chat. That's unique. But all these group chats I've been in so far have been terrible. But it's unique. But it's fucking terrible.
What group chats? What are you talking about? Group chats?
Yeah, they only got group chats for the iPhone, but they
I
only
mean,
got iPhone users.
where do these group chats sit? Where are they?
Oh no, they just people that you know. Like it's a lot of people I know got iPhones, but they was like, if we trying to add you to the group chat,
are the group chats on Facebook, or where are the group chats that you're talking about?
they in text messages.
Okay.
It's a regular group chat.
I have had an iPhone since 2011. I've never seen a group chat of iPhone users appear on my phone.
No, it's okay. Maybe I said it too technical. That's not what it exactly is, but there's no Android people in the group chat. Let me say that.
Well, where did the group chat come from? Did you create the group chat?
They created the group chat. I ain't creating nothing. It's some regular people.
I was asking you, did you create it? See, I'm still trying to find out what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, how many group chats you in?
I'm not in that many, but all the group chats that I'm in, either I created or somebody put me in with people that I know.
So
not some random group chat group text.
No, it's not random. It's not random. These are people that I know, but they just ask group chat. I know these people.
So they brought you into a group chat of nothing but iPhone users.
Yes.
Okay. So let me help you. That's not an iPhone thing. That's just somebody who decided to bring you into an iPhone group chat. But it's not created by Apple. That's just somebody doing it.
No. Oh, okay. So you thought it was never mind. No.
But I mean, the way you said it, you said
that's what I said. I think I said it too technical.
No, it's not technical. You said there's one thing that you do have, you iPhone users do have that's unique. It's not unique. You can create a group chat, a group text on an Android. You can do that.
Right. All right. But we put everybody in our group chat on Android. See, y'all have yours for just
iPhone users. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
You can limit it to just Android users if you want to.
Right.
So it's not unique.
Okay.
That's all. You said unique. I was waiting for something.
If that's the case that you said all that, let me see this. I don't see no damn difference. Let me just let you know, all right. That you didn't reply to all that, I don't see no difference at all.
Well, you will. You'll see. It just takes a minute. How long you had this phone?
About a month.
Yeah, that's not long enough. You'll see. It's better. I love my.
I'll get back to you in a year. I'll get back to you in a year. I don't get into the iPhone Android convo like, oh, this is better, that's better. Because every time I notice that shit, the prices go up. Every time I notice that those conversations happen, prices jump. I'm all right.
Well, that's all the time. Price is gonna jump anyway. Yeah. It's all a racket. Samsung is no better than Apple with that. They'll put out something and then they'll change it just as much and call it a new version and charge you more for the same mess. That's all.
They both do it.
They're both doing it. It's not just one or the other. They both doing it.
That's why I'm not. Before this phone, before I got this iPhone, last time I had a new phone was 2019. So what I'm not doing is buying new phones. Like my homie, I said, Doug, I've been through 2 presidents and a pandemic with this last phone. It was about time I got a new one. It wasn't charging. That's the only reason why I got a new one because it wasn't charging. If my other phone kept charging, I was cool. I was just gonna stay with that phone for until it died. Now I'm just gonna stay with this phone until it died.
Well, I was ready to stay with this 12 plus till I die, but now I got to get the 15 because it's so much going on. And if I don't get the 15, I won't be able to even buy accessories for my phone. I can't even buy a case anymore for this phone.
Oh yeah, my homie did say they stopped making 12s
Yeah, I can't even get a case for it.
because he said something happened to his 12, so he had to take it. He had insurance on it, and they end up giving him a 15
Yeah.
because they don't make 12 no more.
Yeah, Sheila talks about FaceTime. Yeah, FaceTime is unique to the iPhone. You can't use FaceTime if you have an Android. But Sheila, Android now, they actually have a FaceTime compatible
FaceTime too.
FaceTime similar product that they can use now. Somebody with an Android told me that the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice. Welcome." That's what I said.
Android has had FaceTime since 2019. My Android drink got FaceTime on it. I just don't FaceTime nobody. Ain't no need to. Ain't no girl happy to FaceTime me straight out the shower. Ain't no need for me to fucking FaceTime. Ain't nothing else exciting to FaceTime. I don't need to see you. Then you asking me what the fuck is what's that behind you? And where you at? No. What did you call for? Worry about what I'm doing in the background. What did you call for?
Well, I mean, if you crotchety like that, I guess you wouldn't need one. If you get that mad because somebody asks you where you are and what's behind you, then you're right. You don't need to use it, no matter what
If
phone you got.
you start asking too many questions, I'm gonna get like that.
Well, if
If
there's
you
such
just
thing as too many,
if you
then
call
I
with a
guess
purpose,
you're right. I guess you're
if you
right
call
then.
with a purpose, like, hey, then I called to see how you was doing or anything, that's different. But all of them, where you at, what you doing, you ain't really had nothing to talk about. You just want to know what I'm doing.
But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting to know what you're doing?
I ain't doing nothing.
You still haven't answered my question. What's wrong with
Right?
wanting to know what you're doing or where you are? If somebody asks me what am I doing and where I am, it doesn't bother me. You can ask me. I don't care. Ask me.
Depends on who asks. I'm gonna say that.
It don't matter to me. You can ask me. Now, if I don't want you to know where I am, that's when I'll say, well, why you want to know? But other than that, I just answer. I'm sitting in my living room doing a podcast. What's up? That's it.
You know what I used to. You know what I used to say, and I could be out anywhere, but my answer used to always be like, "Hey, where you at?" Oh, I'm in the hood. That was always my. I'm in the hood. What's up? What you want? That used to be my answer all the time. I'm in the hood. What's up? What you want?
I guess that's that Leo way.
Man, I thought it was just me at one point that like then like people asking you, where you at? Where you at? Then I heard Mercedes say it from Sweet Love. I started cracking up. I said, "Oh, ain't just me." She was like, "So the
No,
worst thing
it's
you can
not.
do is ask me where I'm at." I was like, "Oh, I thought it was just me. It ain't just me."
No, it's not just you. There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
I've just never understood it. What's the secret? What's the fucking secret? What you doing? So
It's
whatever.
grateful.
Everybody's different. To each his own. It just doesn't bother
Hello,
me.
Deborah Lee. Robert
What's
Lee,
up,
Deborah
Deborah?
Lee. How you doing?
Robert, Sheila, what's up? Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yes. So, but I've seen the FaceTime. FaceTime is cool. It ain't no different. Anybody else FaceTime is cool.
Well, once you get used to it, though, it's weird when the person calls you. Like when I talked to my sister, I expected to be on FaceTime because we just started FaceTime. We didn't always do this, but now we do. So now when she doesn't FaceTime, I'm looking at the phone like, I wonder why she didn't FaceTime this. Well, I don't ask her, but I just look at the phone like, what's she doing? But I don't think it's anything illicit. Sometimes you just hit the wrong button, and sometimes you just might be in a place where you don't need it to be speaker because FaceTime, you can't talk on FaceTime through your phone. It has to be on speaker. So that could be it.
Oh yeah, and the other one, Judge, make sure you share your location. That's my sister. Make sure you share your location. I said, why? You ain't had my location before. For the last 38 years, what you mean location now for? Well, now you got an iPhone, so make sure you share your location so I know where
Because
you
you
at.
can. Because now
Right.
we can know where you are, which is a peace of mind. With technology, it's a peace of
Exactly,
mind.
exactly how she said it. Now I know where you at. I can make sure you safe.
Oh well,
I can get
Sheila agrees with you. It's not a secret, but it's something that a person needs to be voluntarily tell you versus you ask, depending on who it is. Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. Now, if
the
I
more
had
loyal.
some like if I okay, let me just say this. Let me give you this example.
Okay.
So you and I know a lot of the same people through podcasting.
Yes, we do. Shout out to that.
If some person, some random person from our circle of podcasting people sent me a message in Messenger saying, "Hey, what you doing? Where are you at right now?" I'd be like, "Why you want to know where I'm?" First of all, you live in St. Louis, and I live in Ohio. I live in North Carolina. Why you need to know where I'm at? That would strike me as odd, and I wouldn't answer. But if you sent me a message and said, "Chocolate Girl, where you at right now?" I would answer. Then I would say, "Why you want to know?" You know why? Because the first thing I would think is, well, maybe he's in town and he didn't know he was going to be here and he wants to surprise me and be here because I'm always talking about he ain't coming to see me. Maybe that's it. See, my mind goes to positive things automatically. I don't jump to negative. So for me, that's just the way I think. But I don't expect everybody to think like me. Everybody can't be the chocolate girl.
Everybody
Everybody,
can't be the chocolate girl.
everybody can't be
They
the
don't make
wonderful person
they
that
don't
I
make
am. That
chocolate
just
girls all the
doesn't
time.
happen.
You
No, they
understand?
don't. No, nobody can be like this wonderful person sitting in front of you right now. So I don't
People
judge
be
people.
saying, you know what people say, Sharon? People be like, all chocolate is good. All chocolate ain't good. I'm not a fan of dark chocolate. Not a fan.
I've grown to like it. I didn't like it at first. I was a milk chocolate, white chocolate only person, but now the dark chocolate, I've developed as my mother would say, I've developed a taste for it now. So even the dark chocolate I
Yeah. You do
like.
develop a taste for things. I had to learn how to develop taste for certain things as well.
Robert asked, "What's
Yeah.
behind you, Dennis? There's something behind you. What's behind you?"
No, no.
I say it's a
Wall.
wall. It's a wall,
There's a
Robert.
white wall.
That's
Yeah.
all he has
Robert
behind him is a wall.
Robert ain't what's behind you. You be sitting there FaceTiming. Yeah, hello. How you doing? No,
Yeah. I'm a
you
FaceTimer, but I
FaceTiming.
don't but you know
Now
what?
I'm
I
only
don't
talking I'm only talking to a specific group of uh women I've encountered in my life. Let me make sure I say all that to
you
start.
mean
Well, not to start.
through FaceTiming? No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
no, the a specific group of women that I know, and I can see them FaceTiming me on some BS, but they won't FaceTime me out the shower. You understand what I'm saying? FaceTime me coming out the shower. I want to see you looking like a lobster.
Well,
Oh,
I'm not gonna FaceTime you when I'm getting out the shower, but
Sharon, ain't nobody
I know you weren't talking about me. I just want to make that straight to the people that's watching. He doesn't mean me, y'all. He don't need the chocolate girl to FaceTime when coming out the shower. But it's really funny. I don't FaceTime my friends. It's only my sister and my son. That's it. No one else. That's it. But see, I want to see them. See that their faces that I want to see. So when I get a call from my sister and it's not on FaceTime, I'm still looking at the phone like, dang. And my son the same way. But anybody else, whether they have an iPhone or not, I don't really care about FaceTiming with them. Just my
Right.
fam. Mm-hmm.
That's all. That is it. All right. Now, with that being said, Sharon, how was your week?
My week has been it's been a pretty good week. It involved a lot of tasks. I had a lot of tasks to do this week. Excuse me. A lot of tasks, a lot of running around, a lot of to-do lists. But it's also been a week of a lot of time spent on my knees. So let me explain what I meant. See, that's why I said it that way. Because look at your face. I spent a lot more time on my knees than I normally do because I've had a lot to pray about, a lot more to pray about this week. As you know, I have my wonderful sister, my sister Sheila, and my sister Sheila has two girls, and one of my nieces had to have a little bit of a surgery this week. And while it wasn't something that was like a huge like risk to the point where only a few people survive or nothing like that, it was still surgery. So it was a lot of prayer this week, a lot of prayer, just praying that she's okay, praying that that she's not in a lot of pain and that it's successful. So the good news, Dennis, is the surgery was successful. She didn't lose a lot of blood, and she's in pain, but she's in the expected pain. So it's not like it's exorbitant. So, me and God, we like this anyway. But I just had to put some extra time in, just praying for my girl. So shout out to God for holding it down for my niece, taking care of her.
And making sure that her body heals properly.
Yes. So and another friend, I have another friend. She's a co-worker, but I call her a friend co-worker. It's hard to say, but she had some major surgery on her arm to repair a broken arm that didn't heal properly. So she ended up having to get some screws put in and stuff. She's in a lot of pain, and so did a lot of praying for her as well. So just keeping them in my prayers, and things are going.
Long as it was, procedure surgery, it wasn't nothing like they went and got a BBL. That's all right. Because I ain't praying for nobody.
Okay, can you tell me what a BBL is? Because I still don't know what it is. What is it?
It's a Brazilian butt lift. So they take the fat out your stomach and they put it in your booty and in your thighs. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody's thighs because some people legs don't match. But I guess it depends on what package you pay for. So that's all but I know for sure they go from your stomach to your booty. Now, everybody's thighs don't look right. Some people look like a bug's life. Some people,
not a bug's life. Not a bug's life.
I'm just here to tell you that some people are just built a little different after they get that surgery. Some people went to the wrong doctor. Everybody says you're supposed to go to Dr. Miami. Now me and you, we watch old school movies. I say some of them girls went to Dr. Detroit. Okay. See, only old school people will get that. They watch Dr. Detroit. Go doctor. They would get that. See, some of these girls just ain't adding up. But I'm gonna tell you one thing though, Sharon. They must be on sale because too many girls got it. They must be on sale.
I just think it's just a matter of too many girls wanting to put their money into something like that. And see, I'm trying not to be judgmental in my statements right now, but chocolate girl ain't getting no BBL. I guess that's probably the reason why I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, they probably talking about BBL. And every time I'm looking at somebody's podcast, they're mentioning BBLs. All these women out here getting BBLs. And I'm like, what is a freaking... And I never Googled it to find out what it is because I figured it was something that I couldn't relate to. And I was right. Because I prefer to lose my stomach the old-fashioned way. I work at it. I don't.
Well,
I'm not getting a
they want the booty.
BBL.
It ain't just that they losing their stomach. They want the booty.
Yeah, but you don't need no booty big enough to you can sit a damn plate on. That's why these women are walking around here looking like somebody took a bike pump and put it in a crack of their behind and blew their ass up. That looks it
And
looks
then,
ridiculous. And then you have these men who know it looks ridiculous, laughing at them behind their back. But then the girls are thinking they're getting all this attention from the men because their ass looks right. No, they're actually laughing at you. They're
and those
laughing
same
at you.
men that are laughing, those same men
Huh?
that are laughing, still want some of that BBL love.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so let me tell you. Let me tell you about that, Dennis. This is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Most of my friends are men. Most men think that women who get the BBL, they're just doing it because they want the attention, right? Right? So they want the
Absolutely.
attention. But why do they want the attention? They want the attention from dudes so they can hook up, they can get the hookups with these men. So most of the women, these men are thinking are fast women. So they're gonna give them what they want. Oh, so you got a BBL for this attention? I'm gonna give you this attention. And then they take them to the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. They get whatever they want to get. Then they go on to the next BBL. They don't stay with these women. These are not wifing women. So my thing is, what's the
That
point
is
of
a
it?
good. That's a good thought. That's a
I'm
good thought.
serious. This is what
Are
guys
they
were telling me
wiping?
about women who get. See, I knew about the Brazilian butt lift. I just didn't know that it was shortened to BBL now. I had no, I didn't put it together. Sorry. So guys have told me this before. They're not wife
I ain't.
material. There's no BBL woman walking around here that got a good husband, good quality man because she got a BBL. Find me one because
You know.
I love to interview her on
You know my
Side Jawn.
motto. You know my motto, Sharon. If you don't know 10 people that did it, it ain't that good. Ratio ain't that good. I don't know
But
10
I'm
women
sure
with a
there's more than
BBL
10.
that's married.
It's just not more than 10 people that
That,
I know.
right. If you don't, that's what I say. If you don't know 10 people that got a BBL and that's married, then the ratio ain't that good. Remember you said about the 3 car garage? How many people you know 3 car garage? You said I don't know 10. Then it ain't that. Ratio ain't that good.
Listen, I only know one person who's even had it, and I know them through someone else. They're not like a personal friend of mine. Okay. But she's not married. She got a
I
baby
know.
though. She got a
I
baby.
know
She got a
some
baby.
girls that.
She don't have no
Okay.
husband yet.
I don't want to expose nobody, so I can't say what I know that they do. I just know some girls that got it, and let's just say they work at a place where there's a bunch of men, and the men seen them before, and now they seen after. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm not.
And then
I'm
and
trying
then
not to
there's
be
professional.
judgmental in case anybody's listening that's gotten one. I don't want to, sound judgmental or
I'm
misjudge
not mad that
anybody,
you
but
got it. I just wanna know the truth.
it's,
Did you get it because you felt insecure?
but they don't think so. They don't say that they were insecure.
Did you really need it?
Don't nobody needs it, Dennis. Nobody needs that. Nobody.
So it's one. It's a one.
Okay, so okay, let me compare it to something. There are women who are not well endowed up top, right? I am, so that I can't relate to that. But there are some that are not. Now, what I learned is for some women, it makes even buying their tops or dresses more difficult for them, which I had no idea about. So prior to knowing this, I used to misjudge these women as why are you getting these why are you getting that? That's just being insecure. No, I learned from a very reliable source that that's not the case. It's not just about that. It's not about that. It's about sometimes it's about the way people deal with you when you're like that and you're a woman. Sometimes it's the way the clothes fit. and it's frustrating. And sometimes it's the way you actually look in the clothes, even if you pad your bra or add stuff up there, it still doesn't look right. And it's a lot to go through. So that just changed my whole outlook on that procedure. Anything else though, if you lose a whole lot of weight and you got sagging skin, I'm all for plastic surgery for that. Yes, you should have it if you feel like you need to. There's no judgment from me on that. But you just want to take your stomach and put your stomach on your ass. I just, and then you look like somebody just blew your butt up with a bike pump.
Now, for the women that have a hard time losing weight, I can understand. Is what I'm going to say. I can understand. Not
No,
saying that
I
I
can't.
agree.
I can't because let me tell you why. I've dealt with weight issues my entire life. Losing weight and maintaining it is hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's the hardest thing to ever do in your life. But
It
guess
is,
what? I ain't no punk. I'm not gonna give up.
but it's a
I
change
mean,
of lifestyle.
I'm not gonna give up. And I'm not gonna have somebody cut my stomach off and put it on my behind. I don't know. So my sister says some women do need a BBL because without them, they're walking and switching their back. Their clothes don't fit
Yeah,
right, etc. Extremes are not ideal, and many people get extremes. Well, okay, but
that's what this.
I haven't seen a person with a BBL get one that hasn't been extreme. Like I haven't seen anybody get a BBL just so their behind goes out just a little bit. No, it's always
Yeah.
like this. And they're small at the top. Their breast might be a certain size, stomach flat. Then all of a sudden their ass just like a
That's
balloon
not.
blown up. Then their legs are like chicken legs. That's what you were talking about when you said the legs don't match. Is that what you're talking about?
Don't match.
Okay.
They don't
That right
match, and
there,
I'll be.
that right there doesn't even look. That's when you call a girl funny built. I've said that. I'm like, oh, she funny built. And whoever's with me will say, that's because she wasn't built like that. That's manufactured. And I just look at them like, oh, okay. No wonder.
No, I never did, William. I never did a water diet before. And William, if you can message me the water diet. 'Cause I don't know what a water diet is. I heard of the cabbage diet. Maybe that's the same thing. It's got a
No,
lot of
I
water
never
in it.
heard of no water diet, but I haven't been on it. You may have, but you didn't know it. Same with breast enhancements. Some move to a new normal. I have no idea what she means by that. What do you mean a
Well, it
new
just don't look like they got
normal?
surgery. There's some people out there that got a BBL done and went and got the necessary massage, and it actually looks good on them.
Oh,
And you
because
sit
they
there and
had
you be
it
like,
done,
oh, that's a
because
nice
they
stretch
had
of
it
body.
done correctly and in proportion to their natural body and their head and everything. Because your
Right.
head, what your head looks
And
like, really has something to do with symmetry in your hips and your behind and your waist. Do you know that? I learned that just from talking to an
I
orthopedic surgeon one time. Yeah,
well,
your head, it
I
has
must have
something
missed
to do.
some
You
I
can
must have
look at
missed
a
a good
person's head size and shape, and you can almost tell if they've had something enhanced down below. I can't because I'm not a professional at that, but they can.
well, Sharon, I'm here to tell you I've met some small head women with some big bottoms.
Yes,
And
but
I
you can
mean,
tell, that they were naturally that way though. I
right,
can't
this is
tell that.
before
You can't tell that,
this
but
was
the orthopedics can tell
this is
that.
the
Is what I'm saying.
this is the 90s though. That's what I'm trying. This is the 90s. This is the 90s. These women I'm talking about. Little head, little peanut head, big old onion booty. You understand what I'm saying? And you be like,
What's up? What's up,
how the hell she
June?
get that little ass head?
Well, we got
And
our
they be
number
bald
one
headed
fan,
too.
June. Our number one fan, June Pierre, is here. So, June, you like a woman with a
Yes, June is
BBL?
in the building.
Tell us how you feel, June. You like a woman with a BBL? I want to know. But you didn't know it. Same with no, Sheila. I know sometimes I can't tell who's had enhancements. Oh, I know that. I can't tell. I don't really look at women trying to figure out who's had it anyway. I'm not looking at them like, is she? No. What I was saying earlier is though, I used to be one of those people who misjudged people who had the enhancements. And it took someone teaching me some things to learn that having enhancements is not always an indication of some internal self-hate or insecurity. That's what I was trying to say earlier. That's my growth. That's not a bash on anybody but myself. And that's why I try not to be judgmental when I hear about people doing plastic surgery of any type. I just don't pass judgment on it anymore.
34 pounds?
What?
And you did it for a week? Just straight water? Can I just drink
water and vitamin supplements? No.
Can I just drink water for a day? Let me just say for a day. Can I just drink water for a day? I'm gonna try. I know it's gonna hurt. Like
you can fast. I can fast. I fasted for a day or two. I've done that before. I fasted.
I'm gonna be.
Let me tell you, one day, this weekend, I think. I don't, Sheila, you can remind me what day it was, but one day I was with my sister. And I swear to you, I hadn't eaten the whole day until I saw her. And it was about 2 or 3. I can tell you when it was. It was Saturday. It was after our show. Before our show last Saturday, I didn't have anything to eat. After I got finished with the show, I was supposed to be taking my sister somewhere. And I thought, well, maybe after I get her, we can go get something to eat. So I hadn't eaten yet. Well, we didn't get finished our show to almost noon.
Right.
And by the time I got up with her, it was almost 1:30. It was almost 2:00. I still hadn't had anything to eat. Then I went and rolled around with her and did some stuff. Still didn't eat for another hour. It was darn near 4 in the afternoon, almost 5 before I ate.
That was me yesterday.
And I started to feel a little jittery, like my sugar dropped. But other than that, I wasn't like just about to die. Like, oh, I gotta eat.
I wasn't like that either. I was like, it was about 4 o'clock, about 3:30, 4 o'clock yesterday when I finally ate some Jamaican food, and that was about it. Then around 7:30, because I got to make sure I eat before 8, and then after 8, I ain't eat nothing else. This is it. So around 7:30, went out and got something else to eat, and that was it. That's all I ate for the day. Well, I'm gonna try, William, but I ain't gonna try it to that extreme. I'm gonna go to just one meal a day. He said a week.
He said he did it.
I'm gonna try one meal.
I ain't doing that a week. Nothing but water and vitamin supplements for a week. You out of your mind. I can't do that.
What vitamin supplements was?
Well, they say you got to have some nutrients, in the way you get them without eating food is you have to take these supplements. There are supplements that you can take, so your body is still getting nutrients and vitamins the way it's supposed to, even though you're not eating food. You can get them at GNC or Vitamin Shop or any health place. But no, that's not for me. I have to have the sensation of actually chewing food. I have to have that. That's a thing with me. So no, that's not happening. That's why I don't do smoothies. I don't do drinking a whole bunch of smoothies.
No, I'm cool with smoothies.
I don't watch Charleston White and Orlando Brown. I don't watch them too often.
But I'm cool with the smoothies though, Sharon. Smoothies is my thing.
I love a smoothie, but I'm saying I'm not going to drink 2 smoothies a day for long periods of time and think that I'm really doing something. that gives your body a false sense of losing weight, because eventually you're gonna pick that weight back up. It's
Right.
not
But
sustainable, is what I'm saying.
that's why I'm supposed to be drinking the protein shake. I'm not a fan of the protein shakes, but they are. But I'm just not a fan of it.
Which ones are you drinking?
I've had premium. I've had the one with the cow on it. I've had
The one with the cow on it.
I can't think of no names right now. I just know
I
they got
know
a
it.
cow on
The premium is supposed to be the best one. It's supposed to be the
it.
better
Yeah.
one, supposedly.
I've even had the Walmart brand.
And see,
So I've had a
I
couple
guess I'm
different
just
ones.
cheap. I'm cheap. I don't want to spend the money on them. That's the only reason why I don't, yeah. If my
And they
money
supposed to
was
be
a little
meal
better, I
replacements.
would do it. But
They
huh?
supposed to be meal replacements because the way that they telling me how I'm supposed to go about this thing is I'm supposed to eat a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But me, if I'm not at work, I don't eat breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll
So
end up skipping
you'll
breakfast.
drink the smoothie for breakfast, since you don't usually eat breakfast when you're
That's
at
what they
home.
want me to do, but I don't always do it. I ain't gonna say and
Yeah.
tell you always. I don't always.
Yeah, you there's such a thing as not eating enough, and that will keep you from losing weight.
Yeah,
That is
which is
true.
weird.
It is, but it's about fuel. It's about your body and fuel. Food is fuel for your body. So
Right.
that's why you have to actually look at food differently if you really seriously want to change the way that you deal with food and have a permanency in keeping your weight off. You got to look at food different. My issue is food is a celebratory thing for me. If something great happens, I want to go out to eat and celebrate.
Yeah. Me,
This is the
and
way it
drink.
is.
I gotta drink. I gotta
And,
have at
and
least one
it's
drink.
just the way it is. And then there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't be celebrating all week. See what I'm saying? You
Right.
need to get in that kitchen and cook some stuff, because going out to eat is not, you're going to eat more calories if you go out to eat for a week versus if you cooked at home for a week. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I
Going out
usually
to
don't.
eat
I eat
make
out.
you put on weight.
I try to just eat out about twice a month. I don't try to eat out all the time.
Yeah, Sheila said if you add your protein powder into the smoothie, you will feel more full than just the protein powder alone.
Mm, I got some
So
protein
let's
powder.
say let's say if you make a smoothie like with you get you some frozen mixed fruit, like a bag of frozen
Mm.
mixed fruit from the grocery store. Put
That's
that in
Todd's
there.
fruit.
Put a little bit of kale or spinach in it, and whatever juice you want to use. If you want to put some juice in it, you can put some pineapple juice in it, give it a little bit of flavor, and put some protein powder. You can actually go get a can of protein powder than the ready-made
They come in a
drinks.
big jar. Yeah,
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
Big
They come in a
old
big jar.
and sprinkle some protein powder in, blend that and drink that for your smoothie. That's what she's talking about. Sheila says she's an
Sounds like it.
emotional eater. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm an emotional eater. If something good happens, I want to go eat celebratory food. So it's celebratory food is not always good for you. And then if I'm emotional the other way, I'm really down, something awful happened, still want to go out to eat to try to lift my mood. Well, lifting your mood food is not always good for you either. So,
Mm. I think I might be a binge eater because I'm one of the people that tries to eat it all. If it's on the plate, I'll try to eat it all.
do you eat it
That's a
all at
bad
that
thing.
sitting, or do you eat it all and then less than an hour later you eat it all of something else?
No, I eat it all at that sitting.
Yeah, that
Eat it all at that sitting.
you're not a binge eater. A binge eater is somebody, a binge eating, from my understanding, is somebody that will just eat and eat and eat and eat a whole lot during a certain period of time, that time. But it's not something that you typically do every day. You go on binges. That's binge eating. Like binge eating, you might go in the kitchen and eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at 12 o'clock. 12:20, eat some chicken, two-piece chicken snack from Bojangles. And then about 30 minutes later, you eating roast beef, macaroni and cheese, and broccoli on another plate. And then another hour, you might eat slice of pie, ice cream, and then another peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The food don't even go together. You just eating. That's binging.
I do eat stuff that don't go
pulling
together.
stuff out.
June looked at me like I was crazy. We coming back from LA, and I ordered from Dunkin' Donuts a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich on a raisin bagel. And June said, "Who the fuck eats that?" Like he looked at me like, "Who eats that?" On a raisin bagel?
Yeah, that's normal.
That's what I told him. I was like, "That was crazy." He was like, "Yeah."
No, that's normal, June. That's normal, June. As flavor bagels got popular, making sandwiches with flavor bagels has gotten to be typical. They're not always just with plain bagels.
Is June still here? I wonder if he's still here.
I'm sure he's still watching.
Yeah, flavor bagel.
That's typical, June. Leave him alone. No, when I say it doesn't go together, I'm saying like you might eat some tacos and then you eat some spaghetti and then you go back and eat the roast beef, macaroni, cheese, and broccoli, and then you're eating all this not together on one plate, just back to back to back. You're just eating it. That's
no.
That's
I ain't it like that. I can eat that in a day, but not within no 3 hours. I can't do that.
Well,
I eat in a day.
Some people do it in less than an hour. They're eating all this food. I know you've seen probably on a movie when you get somebody that's binge eating like that, and you'll come in and look at the table and they'll have all this food. None of it's completely eaten, but there's pieces of food missing out of each thing that's on the table. Like you might have a gallon of ice cream there, a jug of orange juice, a chicken meal here, some tacos from Taco Bell here, and you have all this stuff, and the person just sitting there just eating, going from one thing to another, just eating, but nothing is all eaten. That's binge eating. Oh yeah, eating fast food, that'll put weight on you. Oh, let me tell y'all this tip. For people like William, who works third shift or shifts where or your life is such that you don't really have time to do a whole lot of meal prepping or cooking, and you just need stuff that you can pick up and eat on the go, HelloFresh. HelloFresh will save your life. I'm telling you. You need to get some HelloFresh. I'm just saying. I can fix a whole HelloFresh meal on my lunch hour and be done. And only get like 55 minutes to an hour for my lunch, right? I can actually clock out for lunch, go start a meal and have it finished and start eating it before the end of my lunch hour. That's how well put together they are. I'm telling you, y'all need to try it. And it's worth your money. If you're spending all this money going out to eat now in 2024, it costs you less money to get HelloFresh than it does to go to McDonald's now.
Yeah. You know what's one of my favorite? I go to the taco spot. It's one of my favorite spots. And at the taco spot, my meal, I get the nachos and the water, all together coming like $13. And that's about all I get. Nachos and the water. But
$13?
$13.
Well, I'm not surprised. I went to Taco Bell yesterday. I did go to Taco Bell yesterday. I don't know what made me want to go to Taco Bell. Something made me want to go. So I went to Taco Bell. And I got this. They have this cantina chicken something going on. So I got one of those boxes that has like several items in it. So it was a cantina chicken soft taco, a cantina chicken burrito, and a what is it, it's something three level, 3 layer. That's it, 3 layer burrito. And then it gave you these taco fries with cheese to dip in. All that came together. It was $11 and change. $11 through a drive-through. I ain't never spent that much money in a drive-through. $11 for one person, one meal. I was like,
And
no,
this
see,
is I
this
know
is
you.
why I don't go. This is exactly why I don't go, because I just can't see spending that much money on fast food. It just does something to my sensibilities. So I did it yesterday, but I won't do it again forever, for a long time, because I just
My taco spot that I go to is called Taco Delphia.
mm-hmm.
It's built like it's kind of built in the same frame of a Chipotle. You know how you gotta go from space to space and get what you want and everything. It's kind of built in that same frame, but I just like that spot better. Chipotle may be top notch, but I just like that spot better. That's just me. She said, "Why you ain't
Yeah,
calling me the
I
spot?"
love to. My sister asked why didn't I call her for some Taco Bell. I went. I had just talked to you. You were already doing something. You were already doing. I can't remember. Had just talked to you. But anyway, so that's why. But anyway, now you got William talking about I can't even take care of my sister for lunch, Sheila. Don't be putting my business in the chat. Don't be doing that. But anyway, we haven't even started the show. We're just talking, and
Right.
we almost an hour in, and we haven't even got to the subject. But this was
right.
good.
Right.
This was good.
Did we talk about our week? Let me make sure in this whole hour. Did we talk
Yeah,
about our week?
that's how we started talking about. I
Okay.
don't
We
know
got the
how we
week out
start.
the way.
You brought up the BBL. You brought up the women spending money on BBL, and that's how all this
And you know
started.
what?
Down this rabbit
And
hole.
my and my cousin, and then the last thing on the BBL, my cousin, we were sitting there talking, and he was like, man, if my girl was to get a BBL, I have to leave her. And I was thinking he was gonna say something else. He was like, yeah, I'm leaving her because now she want all this extra attention. Now everywhere you go, now you want to wear thong bikinis and at the swimming pool and stuff like that. I said, well, that ain't the reason why I was gonna leave. The reason I was gonna leave is because you thought that you should spend that money on a BBL, and we got all these other problems going on in his goddamn house.
We got
But
bills.
you thought that the BBL was a better situation.
We got
That's
bills.
why I was leaving.
Remember
That's why I was
that
leaving.
remind me that remind me of last week when the lady was talking about her husband bought that TV, and I don't got the tuition bill sitting right here. You gonna go out and spend $5,000 on TV?
On
What the
TV.
hell?
Fuck wrong with it.
But they
Fuck
worked it
wrong with it.
out. They worked it out. So
Well, we got another letter. We got we got
tell your friend that he needs to work it out. He don't have to leave her. Just work it out.
yeah, we got another letter. And I'm gonna start. Well, we got two letters. I'm gonna start with the crazy one. This is crazy to me. I'm gonna start with the crazy. All right, I'm gonna start. Dear Side Jawn, I've been sleeping with this guy who's brought something different out of me. He has introduced me to sexual things that I would have never done: anal, uh, bondage, role play, couple session, etc. I care for him deeply. He gives me money and has taken me on trips. I want him to myself, but I know logically it will never happen. He is my mom's husband. Whoa, whoa. Before you say anything, my grandma raised me, and I don't have a relationship with my mom. My mom chose the service over me. She chose to travel over me. She did not choose me. My brother has a great relationship with her because she raised him. She was only there for me financially. I went to good schools, had nice things, but that's not enough. She says it is because she was young when she had me and went into the service. I have a boyfriend who I love, but doesn't know, but does not do anything sexual for me. I want to keep this sexual relationship with my mom's husband. The problem is that I sort of want her to know because she hurt me my whole childhood. I recorded us doing anal. Should I show her?
Is that the end of the letter?
That's it. That's it.
Because I didn't read what you put in there, so I didn't see the letter.
No, that's it. That's it.
You want to go first? You want me to?
You gotta go first. I read the letter. You gotta go first. This to me is
this
just
whole
throw the
thing. This whole thing for her is about revenge towards her mother. She don't really love him. She may not even be attracted to him. She did all of that to get back at her mother. That's all that is. That's it. Now, to answer her question, should she recorded it. Should she show her? No, because here's the thing. If you really believe the mom put all those things ahead of you, she don't care about you. And you don't care about her, right? Because you sleeping with the guy, right? So since you don't care about her, why you want her to know? Let her go on thinking that she got her man. Since you don't care about her. You see what I'm saying? I'm halfway being sarcastic because that whole letter is a lie. This is a lie from the place of a hurt person that needs therapy. That's what she needs. She needs counseling. She don't need revenge. She needs counseling. Because first of all, she was stupid to record it.
No, they do that a lot.
Yeah, but that's stupid. It just is. It's not smart because anybody can get their hands on that and put it anywhere in this day and time. And then what you gonna do?
Put it on one of them sex sites. See if you make up with us. Since you're gonna show your mom anyway. Yeah. Put it on one of them sex sites. See if you make up with us.
Don't nobody want to see that.
You already halfway gone. Man, let's put it on one of them.
Don't nobody want to see
that. Booty chat 69 or what's it called? Spank Bank. One of them. Just put it on one of them. They'll accept it.
I'm sorry, that's just nasty. And you doing it with your mom's husband?
I'm trying to figure out what is he thinking on the other end of it. That's what I'm sitting here thinking about.
He just being a man. You know what I'm gonna say about what he thinking.
That's not.
He just being a man. That's how y'all are. If you can do it and get away with it, you gonna do it. Unless you commit it. Unless you commit it.
Well, we don't even know how old he is. Hell, she might got a young man. She might be a cougar. So I can't really say he out there being a pedophile because hell, I've seen some women date men that their children at their children's age. So I can't really. And I've seen some women marry men at their children's age. So I can't really sit here and say he's being a pedophile. I can't say that because we don't know his age. But he's in dangerous goddamn waters, is what I am going to say. There's some dangerous waters. There's some waters I'm not trying to be in. Because the only thing going to happen is you're going to end up getting the daughter pregnant. And now you stuck for life.
Yeah, because the daughter, that's what she wants to happen. Because she thinks it's going to hurt her mama. Whatever she thinks will hurt her mama, she's going to do it. She's going to let it happen. And guess what? This is how you end up on Snap. Her mama gonna snap and might kill both him and her. You just don't know. You can't. You don't play with people's emotions and feelings like that. I didn't say she was a great mama. And see, let me tell you something else about these kids that are mad at their parents. When you read the line, she put the service before me. I was done then. Nobody puts the service before your child. If you're in the service, to serve your country and to make some money and make yourself have a better life for the kids. Sometimes it's not ahead of you. So she already was a spoiled brat. That's gonna sit up there and say she put the service before me. No, you already wrong. That's just my opinion. Yeah, morality is lacking. I could say something, but I'm not gonna say it. But it is lacking.
No, you can say it. I'm more so upset with the man, but I can't say he a pedophile because, like I said, I don't know of his age. I can't say he a pedophile. I'm just upset with him because he got into this situation. Like you done took this girl on a
I'm
trip.
more upset with him too because he's married to the woman and you
Right.
messing around with her daughter. Your commitment
What
is
I
to
do
her, and you decide to mess with her daughter. I don't care if she's 21 versus 12. I don't care how old she is. It's wrong. How could you even look at her in a sexual way? See, I can't even get myself there to even get there. Like you were saying, there are some, like you've seen women have relationships with dudes her children's age. Let me tell you something. One of my son's friends sent me a message in my DM one time. This was years ago. He DM'd me, told me I was beautiful, and said he would love to take me out. I said, you my son's friend. What are you doing? And I told my son about it. And I was like, oh no. I was like, no, I shut that mess down because that's weird. No, we're not doing that. No.
some people, some people like to be with
I was
younger
flattered.
people.
I was flattered because he thought I was much younger. He thought that maybe I had Daryl when I was like 16 or something like that. I was like, no, honey, no, I'm much older than my son. I'm over 20 something years older than my son. So, no, we're not doing this. Even if it was only 16 or 14, it still wouldn't be doing it. I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? These people out here just doing anything. You know what I mean?
They are, and it's kind of crazy. Somebody told me this, and I didn't believe it until I seen it myself. And I usually see a lot of this stuff when I'm out with a bunch of women. They were saying, like some of the best times to get older women is when their kids are grown. Is when their kids are grown, that's when they get loose. That's what they say. I ain't say all older women, but I said there's a lot of them.
It's really
That's
not when
when
the
they get
kids
loose.
get grown. It's about our age. Women in their 40s, that's their peak. That's our sexual peak time in our 40s.
Mm.
See, that's not y'all's though. Men's is not in the 40s. Y'all on your way down in the 40s. That's all. That's
Yeah.
always a dilemma.
That's why. That's why they go after the younger guys. They tired of them bulls on blood pressure medicine.
That's
I get,
it.
I get it.
That's
Because them
it.
bulls on blood pressure
And
medicine,
they
they
go
ain't get.
to the 20 somethings because that's when y'all are in your peak. Can go all night. That's what they want. I'm just saying. It just is what it is. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger, y'all. I'm just telling you.
Now I know the true story. At first, I listened to one half of the story. Now I know the other half. I finally got the woman's perspective of the story. This is why
That's
I
what
love
it
the side.
is. That's what it
Why I love
is.
the side. I learn something all the time on the side. Give me a nice 40-some-year-old
I'm
cougar.
just, Dennis, we're just here to help. I'm just here to help.
He's gonna say this is wild to walk into.
Oh, well, this, hey, you sweet love. I know this ain't wild for you. Come on now.
Right.
Come on, Miss Sweet Love. This ain't wild.
I just don't. As far as the little girl, well, I don't even know how old she is. As far as this young lady goes, she might be the same age as me. Hell. As far as the young lady goes, you need to go get some counseling. See if you call in. Call in up. Make an appointment. Go to his website. Make an appointment and get some counseling because you're gonna need it.
Go to
You
Lynn.
definitely.
Lynn, the love doctor. Go to him
Lynn will make sure he fix your inner child.
or
Okay.
call. Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Not the inner
He
child.
will, he will make sure he fixes your inner child. 'Cause your inner child wants to destroy your mother. That's your inner child.
Yep.
He got me saying that's your inner child.
Yep. You need to get in touch with your inner child.
Your inner child. That's what you need to do.
And yo, grown self needs to get that inner child straight. Put him in a straight jacket.
Right.
Wow.
Well, anything else you want to say to this young lady? And
She
this
just need to get she need to get some help, and that's nasty. It's
okay.
nasty. Jay Wilder, Mr. Jay, we gonna have to talk to you later in the Zoom. We'll fill you in. Cause that right there is a whole bunch of mess.
Let me read the other letter. Dear Side Jawn, y'all, this story is gonna sound stupid, but I appreciate any input. I'm almost 22. I was with this guy for almost 3 years, long distance relationship. His family disliked me, etc. His mom, which caused a lot of problems for us. His dad was racist. I'm black and Asian as well. My ex would stick up for me, but his mom would threaten me to him. She literally wanted him to herself. She really wanted him to herself. It's just a mess. He was my first love, and I felt at home, safe, giddy, feeling with him. He was really my best friend, and vice versa. However, in the last year or so of our relationship, we were both stressed out, tired. We were both stressed out and tired, and I was tired of his family drama. He was starting his career, etc. But I noticed things were off. And long story short, he ended up telling me he met someone at work and he was in love with her. He had slept with her, and I was devastated to say the least. I blocked him on everything. That was 9 months ago. I noticed that he has made a fake account to view my socials, and I never go back because of how he treated me towards the end and what he did, plus his family. But I still think of him a lot, and I'm scared, and I'm scared that I won't have the feeling of that super in love feeling again. Can I get some advice, please?
You gotta go back.
Go back to
Go
what
back,
part?
go back to the in the last year or so of our relationship. What did she say about the last year or so?
Uh, okay. However, in the last year or so of our relationship, we both were stressed out and tired, and I was tired of his family drama. He started his new career, but I noticed things were off. And a long story short, he ended up telling me that he met someone at work and he was in love with her. And he had slept with her. I was devastated to say the least.
And that was 9 months ago.
Yeah. I blocked him on everything on social media, but that was 9 months ago.
But then he starts stalking me on social media from fake accounts.
Yeah.
So what's her question? Advice on what? What
She need
advice
advice
she
on
looking
what
for?
she need advice on what she should do because she don't think that she'll ever be in that type of love ever again.
Oh man, shut up. Girl, what you talking about that type? You don't want to be in that type. Did it work? No. He ended up cheating on you. Where, Dennis? Where did he cheat on her at?
At the job, where I tell you the best, where I tell you, where do I tell you, Sherry? You always be like, I don't know where you meet these people at. That, listen, maybe not for you, but I'm telling you, there is something about that work love relationship that just, it just snaps. I don't, maybe because it's so forbidden that it just happens so much. And
I
if you
don't know.
having sex at the job, and for those who having sex at the job, let me just say, for those who having sex at the job, you are now a porn star because you have been paid by the hour to have sex. Come on now, they don't, you making some of y'all making more an hour than some porn stars. Just letting y'all know that. Just letting y'all know.
Well,
Some of y'all are top porns, and y'all ain't even got no videos out there. Put it up. Think about that.
my advice to this young lady is to go on out there. The best way to get over a man is to get under another one. So just go on out there and get you another man. You don't know that you'll never. Somehow she's afraid she'll never have this in love feeling again. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. There's more out there where that came from. He's not the only man in this world that you could ever fall in love with.
Not to
where do people
mention,
get this concept from? This is just, it's
well,
like
you got to remember.
that's just dumb. It just doesn't
Let
make
me tell
any
you.
sense.
Let me show you the start of the letter. You might have missed this part. Let me show you the start of the letter. I'm almost 22.
Right. And they started messing around when she was 19 because she said it was
Exactly.
3 years. Right. So going on
Mm.
22. So she was around 19, maybe 18 when they started messing around. He said if she was split the rent with her, he would still be with her. No, probably not. Not if he met the other chick at work. It don't matter what she was paying, what bill she was paying at home. He gonna meet this chick at work and cheat on her. He gonna do that regardless. That
Right.
has nothing to do with the money spent.
Right.
Nothing.
Or as my homie would say, you can pay all the bills and be splitting the coochie. That part.
No comment. But what I will say is she needs to go ahead and give herself a chance to meet somebody else. It was never going to work with the other guy because of the family interference, and yeah, it was never going to work. So you better off without him and them.
And
He ain't
not
love
to
you that
mention,
much. He ain't love you that much if he got on the first train smoking up out of the relationship.
right. But at least he was honest enough to tell you. Because y'all in a long distance relationship. And long
Mhm.
distance relationships really tests your temptation.
It does.
Ooh, it really tests your temptation.
Hmm. It
But
does.
you went along this relationship, you fell in love that easily. Imagine if you get with somebody that actually was just from around the way. Imagine how that would feel. All right, you're only 22. Let me tell you that you're only 22,
Got your
and
whole life ahead
you
of you.
got your life at it. Now, if you was 32 and you wrote this letter, then I can see where you were coming from. You know what I mean? 'Cause that women got that over 30 thing, and you ain't married before 30. You know that's y'all saying. I don't believe it, but that's y'all saying. That's how it's been, implemented like it's a verse in the Bible. So I'll let that stay with women. Now I used to say if you was over 30 and you ain't had no kids and you ain't been married, I used to say you had some bad coochie. That's what I used to say. Because this guy's been hitting on you since you've been 12. And if you over 30 and you ain't been married, you ain't got no kids, ain't nobody that mean ain't nobody take you serious. What I used to say. But I've grown to iron those situations out and see the differences in
I'm glad you have grown, Dennis.
people.
Yeah. Well, what would you tell her to do then? I told her she need to go ahead and get with somebody. What you telling her to do?
Right. She just needs some love. She just over there yearning because she ain't been with nobody in those 9 months. She been through 9 months of loneliness. So now she just looking for somebody to hold on to. That's all. Appreciate this loneliness. Trust me. Appreciate it. Because
Yeah, it's time to work on. It's time to work on yourself.
if you jump from relationship to relationship, you will not fix anything.
Nope.
I can say this from the heart because I know this from the heart.
From
If
the
you
heart.
jump from relationship to relationship, you will not fix anything. You will not grow anywhere. You have to give yourself growth. You have to see what you like and do not like. You have to pay attention to what's going on. You have to try new things. You can't just be sitting there like, oh, I ain't I ain't doing this. This ain't what I do. You don't even know if that's what you do. You just heard a story from somebody that live in your neighborhood that said they don't do it. So now you're gonna say you don't do it. You and them ain't the same people. Somebody willing to take you somewhere, you sit back and be appreciative and see some new things about it. I don't care if you go into a damn hockey game. You go to that goddamn hockey game and you appreciate it and make sure you dress warm and goddamn have a good time.
No, that's
So
true.
you gotta find some happiness no matter where you go. Better find you some happiness. All I preach is happiness. But find you some happiness, all right?
Mm-hmm. Got to.
You can put me in the jungle, just me. I'm gonna find me some happiness. Me and somebody gonna have some fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna find me some happiness, even if it's by myself. I'm gonna have some happiness.
Find me some happiness. That's it. I need some happiness. Get you some
I make my.
happiness.
I am very good at creating my own joy.
And let me. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let me tell you another thing. Stop blocking people. Because all you do when you block somebody is get ready to go back and unblock. That's all you do. Stop blocking people. If you don't want to see what they doing, then don't see what they doing. If you don't have the if you don't have the it's not temptation. If you don't have the control
The discipline.
of yourself and the discipline, to not worry about what they doing and not care that they liked your picture or they commented on your post, don't matter. None of that matters. I don't treat social media with none of that. Or they commented and said you did. It don't matter. God bless them. You think you're the only one that they commented on social media and said something bad about? You got to sit there and you got to think about it. It's going to happen. And if you just keep blocking people, then maybe you should have a social media that's just yours. Like in your room. You'll post a picture on your wall and you write a comment. That way you ain't got to worry about no negative ones.
Shut up, Dennis.
I'm so tired of y'all looking for likes and comments and don't wait till people respond to y'all. Everybody ain't supposed to respond the way you're supposed to. Your expectations ain't for everybody. That ain't what it is. You need to figure it out.
Get
tired of people sliding in your DMs. You tired of people sliding in your DMs? Stop looking at the DMs that they writing it. That's all.
You need to get your life. Get your life. Get your life together. Focus on your life. And don't worry about what other people are doing. I don't care. Half the stuff that people put on social media not even true. It's not even a true picture. They at home miserable, putting all this fly stuff on social media and at home crying every night.
Miserable as hell. And then when you find out how broke they are, that's really going to throw you off. When you thought all of them had all that money and you found out that they broke, and you was just sitting there like, man, I wish I could go to such and such. Somebody fronting their bill. They done scammed it. There's a lot of scammers out there.
Oh my gosh.
They done scammed their way to going here. Scam their way to going there.
They scam their way into people thinking that they have this business.
Yeah.
They're inviting you to workshops and selling tickets to things for you to spend all this money. And that ticket money, they need to pay their mortgage. They're not
exactly,
and they're not offering that much. You get to the event. Oh shoot! I could have done this in my living room.
You at the event,
50 bucks
taking notes. You at the event taking notes. Whole time, all you had to do was read a book. And if you don't like reading, they actually read the book to you in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
Just like listening to a podcast, you can have an audio book just playing in the background while you cleaning your house.
Scammers. They make you think you really getting something out of these events that they're hosting, and you're not.
You're not. You out here spending all your money.
That money on these tickets to be seen, so that other event goers can see. Oh, she must really be working on herself. She's here, and I saw her at the event last week too, and look at her. She's looking good, and blah blah blah.
You might see me some places. Just know I'm broke. You might see me someplace. Just know I'm broke. I saved up for all that. I'm broke. I'm here to let you know I'm broke.
Yeah.
Half of y'all be looking to do things and want to talk about people. Ain't even wash your baseboard. Go wash your baseboards today.
You always bring that because I'm always talking about the baseboards.
Go wash your ceiling fan off.
Remember I was telling you about washing them baseboards, and you go to somebody's house, look at them baseboards. I don't care how clean everything else look. Look at the baseboard.
Okay, the baseboard will let you know, and the wall going upstairs. Two things you look at that let you know. Okay, they
And the
don't
seal
clean
and
up
the
right here.
ceiling fan. And you're right about the ceiling fan. I need to clean my ceiling.
Ceiling fan be dusty as hell.
Mm-hmm. There's
Dusty
tools
as
out
hell,
there
man.
for that. No, Jay,
Yeah, remember
it is
they
true.
got something up.
It's the best way to get over one person is to get up under another one. That is true. I didn't say be in a
But you,
relationship with them,
see,
but just get
but
up
see,
under them
Sharon,
for a minute.
but
That's
see,
it.
Sharon, some people ain't got the discipline that we talking about. They'll get up under somebody else that was twice as worse as the one that they was with before.
Right.
But then they'll sit there and be like,
and fall in
I don't know what to do.
love with them. Think they're in love with
Right.
them. No, that's just the rebound. That's the person that's supposed to get you over the ex. That's not
But
the
the
person
rebound,
you're supposed to just stay with. No, that
but
ain't him.
the rebound love sometimes is very tricky because that's the one that you'll actually give a lot of love to because you trying to prove the last one that it was their fault.
Right.
So
That's the reason why
so
you
now
need to that's why you got to recognize them for what they are. Don't fall for the
yeah,
okie doke.
that's why
Snatch
we gotta make sure we
snatch a
change.
little
I'm
bit of
glad we changed.
your feelings back and keep them right here. Do not allow yourself to fall for the rebound.
That's right. You got to
I
take
have been
that E
preaching
out of
this
emotion.
for years. I learned this the hard way when I was in my late teens, early 20s. You don't do
Rebound.
that. The first person that comes along, that's the fake out person. They fake you out.
They good too, Shane.
They
Good.
real good. Get all in your head. They're everything that last person was not. They know
Yes.
exactly
But how is it?
what buttons to push.
How is it that they knew exactly what to do? Like this, like
Because we
I
tell
had a
them.
situation.
We tell them. We tell them. We tell them without us knowing it. When I say we, I mean the person who's doing the getting over. It could be male or female. But the subject of the last person will come up. And the second reason why we do that, remember last week what the love doctor said about vibration?
Yes.
It's a vibration. And the rebounder, they know, they feel, they get in tune with that vibration. So they know exactly what to give you. They know exactly what button. If you break up with a guy because he was emotionally bankrupt, y'all had no emotional connection anymore, and you get with the rebounder is going to connect with you emotionally first. That's what he's going to do. Why? He don't even know why. He's going to do it because that's what the vibration dictates. So he don't even have to know your story. It happens that way. That's why you always have to beware of the rebound person. You never allow yourself to fall for them because you can't see anything but that one thing that you need from them. That's all you see. You don't see all this bullshit over here. You just see this right here. That's all you see. And it feels good.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Having you buck wild.
That rebound almost got me twice. I ain't gonna
got
me one time.
Happens.
It got me one time, but it almost got me twice.
It happens. Then it's so easy to slip in there. It's easy. It's harder to recognize, but it's easy to do because it feels so much better than the last knucklehead. Just saying.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Now that you said that, I'm sitting over here thinking, I was like, yeah, I sat there and I almost did it twice.
This close, and then God deliver you. See, God, He watches out.
Honestly, Sharon, the second time, the rebounder started acting like the ex.
Of course.
And I said, oh, how's she acting just like me? No, I'm getting out of here.
That was God. That was God letting you see. He had to give you something so you will see and you can break the connection.
Yeah, I said, I'm getting out of here. God bless you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Beware of the rebounder. They ain't Dennis Rodman. That's for sure.
Got to be aware of the rebounder because the rebounder, and you know me, I rebounded. I'm thinking I can go ahead and dunk it like Blake Griffin. No, take it off the glass, slow this shit down, slow this offense down, and then take off the glass, slow this offense down. Call the timeout.
Well, speaking of defense, speaking of offense and rebounding and timeout, can I bring up a subject?
Come on with it, and we're gonna end with that. Come on with it.
Well, as y'all know, we do um, every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. There is Talk Your Ish Tuesday with Dennis and Ron, myself, usually King Czar, but he's had a scheduling conflict lately. But we're the four usual people. But lately it's been a lot of Ian, and Ian's been there. We love Ian. We love you, Ian.
Right.
Love him. He brings a fresh take. And then we have the other usual suspects that come through. And this past Tuesday, I was not able to be on the show. But there was a burning thing I wanted to talk about Tuesday, but I wasn't able to talk about it because I wasn't there. So if you allow me a few minutes, can I bring this topic up? Is it good?
Go ahead.
All right. All right. So I know y'all probably don't want to hear about this on the Side Jawn because it's sports related, but it's about the WNBA. And I'm going to talk about it for just a hot second. I just have a message for all of y'all who think, first of all, that the WNBA was a trash league. You're being proven wrong. That's one. The second thing I'm going to let you know is please stop spreading the false narrative that the existing WNBA veterans are hating on Caitlin Clark. Please stop it. You're embarrassing yourself because you're really showing just how ignorant you are about the league itself and the quality of women that play for it. You cannot be further from the truth in making these lousy ass statements. And I'm saying this to Charles Barkley, LeBron James, and whoever else got to say it. Don't give a damn. If y'all don't believe, y'all don't agree, you want to talk to me about it, get at me. You know where to find me. I'm easy to find. You can find me on the Side Jawn every Saturday morning. You can find me on Talk Yours Tuesday every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. You can DM me on Did You Hear What Chocolate Said? Because I haven't done my own podcast about it yet, but I will be. But I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about it. This young lady broke the NCAA record for scoring the most points in total across her NCAA career. That's the record she broke. Did she break others? Yes, she did. But that's the one that everybody wants to lean on when they talk about Caitlin Clark. Is that an incredible feat? Yes, it is. However, let's be clear. She broke the NCAA record. There is a woman who long broke the record for points scored that didn't play in the actual formed NCAA. She played in another sports league or whatever you want to call it. She wasn't in the NCAA, but she darn sure scored more points on less time than Caitlin did. But that's a whole nother story. I'm really sick and tired of people blasting people like Diana Taurasi and Asia Wilson on their comments. Anytime a player comes into a professional league from college, you have to earn your spot. You are not expected to just walk into the league. Now, that's the problem that I have with the NFL. Always trying to bring these quarterbacks in and start them their rookie season as their starting quarterback. It's been a mistake. I've been saying this for 10 years. It's a mistake to do that. I don't care how great they come into the league. You don't need to start them over the vet. Let them earn their spot. Tom Brady earned it. Everybody needs to earn it. That's just how I feel about it. And it's the same thing for her. The problem was not in people being jealous of Caitlin Clark. These ladies have nothing to be jealous of. You're talking about Aja Wilson, a two-time champion, rookie of the year, defensive player of the year, MVP. She Aja been doing her thing. She had nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to be worried about, nothing to feel threatened by or be jealous of. Some little Caitlin Clark coming into the league, weighing $120. She can easily be pushed over, which she found out with that screen from Brianna Stewart. She ran into that brick wall, ended up on the ground. She needs to hit the weight room. That's part of growth as a rookie. Let the girl grow. But stop all this. The league should be bowing down, kissing her butt because she's bringing viewership to the league that was never there. That's bullshit. Bullshit. If you want to have me on your show to talk about this issue, I'd be glad to come on and talk about it in more detail. But we've been here now going on an hour and a half, and I don't want to take too much more time to get into it. But I just want to tell y'all, when you hear these people saying that the women ought to be grateful, as if they're not, they don't know what they're talking about. Don't listen to these people when they say that, when they talk about the WNBA, because what they're revealing is that they have no idea what they're talking about. They don't know the league. They haven't been following the league. They're casuals, and they have no idea what they're talking about. Elle Duncan of ESPN put it the best. What do you all expect these women to do? Are they supposed to be giving her their firstborn? Are they supposed to be bowing down every time she steps onto the court, thanking her, kissing her feet? What do they expect them to do? These women have said, welcome to the league. We're happy to have you. But they're going to go out and compete. They're professional basketball players, and they all want to win. They're not going to go easy on her like Colin Cowherd had the nerve to say. Did you hear that shit, Dennis? Colin Cowherd said that he believes that the WNBA and its players need to go easy on Caitlin so she can win. This is before they got their first win last night. They just got their first win over my LA Sparks last night. Their first win. They were 0-4. They were 0-4. 0-5, actually. Now they won their first game.
Congratulations.
And they played well. It wasn't behind the play of Caitlin that they won. But guess who got all the clips and all the praise from ESPN and everybody else? Caitlin did.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't even the number one.
She's going to be
she wasn't the number 1 or 2 scorer on the team. She was the third leading scorer on the team, and she still got all the praise.
She's going to get that. I don't want to say that. She's going to get that superstar treatment because of how much of an impact she had in the WNBA. I mean, NCAA. So
I got that.
She didn't win anything.
I don't mind the superstar treatment to a certain extent. That's not my issue. My issue is the fans and these sports analysts who are criticizing the vets for saying what is true, which is she has to earn her spot. So I don't like the expectation that they expect her to be able to just walk into the league and take it over because they say so. Doesn't work like that.
No.
Oh, and then now they're trying to say that these ladies are gunning for her. They're beating her up. Like they're playing her with more intensity because they're so jealous of her. They only say that about women. They never say that shit about men. But women got to be so catty that they're going to let jealousy keep them from playing the game. They just want to beat her up. Really? That's not how we operate, y'all. This ain't the hood. This ain't the street. This is a professional basketball league. It is bull. And the amounts in the degree to which I see mainly men making these statements, it's infuriating. I
Like
love
you
me some
said,
I love me some Charles Barkley. It is
I'm
rare
not
that
saying
he and I disagree. It's rare. But
you
he
did say
pissed me off with that.
you did say that more men need to watch the WNBA. You did say that.
I did say that, but I didn't say that you need to misjudge women.
This is how they watch, and this is the dumb shit that they
No,
do.
no, it's not how they watch. You need to watch the game. You need to judge them like you judge anybody else. You wouldn't judge men this way. Why are you
I
judging
never said
women this way?
I never
Why
said it
is
was
it?
right.
No, no, no. This is
I
where
never
I'm
said it was
going
right.
with this. This same man, Charles Barkley, who I love, criticized LeBron, D Wade, Melo, and Chris Paul for being too friendly with each other in the league. Yet you want to go to the WNBA and say they should be more friendly to her. That's straight BS. And it is, and that's it. It's BS.
Somebody gonna say it to him though.
L has already spoken. L spoke for all of us. What the hell do you expect these women to do? They are professional basketball players. They're going to get on that court and they're going to do their freaking job. And they're not going to lay down and kowtow to no Caitlin Clark just for you. And it doesn't mean that they're jealous of her or hate her or don't want her to succeed. That doesn't mean any of that. Sick of it. I'm really sick of it. And I guess the fact that I'm one of the admins on all things WNBA, and
Yes, you are.
the influx of these new fans, these fake ass Caitlyn fans is what they are. They don't really care about the WNBA. They care about her being successful. And we all can look at her and tell why they're feeling this way, but that's a whole nother story. And I have to see it every single day, post after post after post. People putting about her in vilifying Angel Reese. We could do a whole show on that. Dennis, we should do a whole show on it. I know it's a sports topic, but it's worth being looked at on the Side Jawn because it's not just about sport.
Well, if we do it, here's what I want to do. Let's bring the people from the podcast of the All WNBA, and let's bring them on the joint too, because I don't just want to be here, just lonely.
Just lonely. What you mean lonely?
Because I don't watch that much WNBA. Like I watch enough. I don't watch that much. So my knowledge ain't up there to be, right now I could be like a Mike Greenberg to this situation. Well, I can't be Stephen A. Smith. That's what I'm trying to say. I could be Molly Corn.
Every Friday during the WNBA season on the ION network, ION, which I'm sure you can see. Excuse me. On the ION network, they broadcast the game live. Just about every Thursday on Amazon Prime, they broadcast a game.
Watch that.
Now, the other big games are on ESPN, if they're big games. But I'm sure more of them are going to be visible online. But then you can always catch the whole game after the game. Like Hulu, like after the game. The whole game is there for you to view on YouTube or anywhere else. And I'm just letting you know. Those girls have been balling. I've been preaching this for years in these sports groups about how real basketball these girls play. They're dunking now, fellas, since y'all want to use the fact that they weren't dunking as the reason it was boring to you. They're dunking now. So now what's your excuse?
Ain't no excuse now.
They're dunking.
You know what it ain't no excuse. See, when you kept saying, oh, we need men to start watching, this is the dumbass men you're going to get.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you're going to be hearing this.
Dumbass men buy tickets, and that's what we need. We need revenue so these ladies can get paid. So
Right.
That's what we need. Now, do we need women to support
Now we can.
WNBA? Yes, but by and large, women are not the greatest supporter of sports across the board. It's men. That's why I say it. It's not because I think the men should be the ones to save the league versus the women. No, it's more y'all watching and enjoying sports, period. That's it. That's what it is. But
And
don't
like I
bring your
said to
ass
you,
to the
Shannon,
WNBA and criticizing the ones that's always been there because you putting all your chips on Caitlin Clark. Because I'm
oh yeah,
telling you
that's what
right
they're gonna
now,
do.
Angel Reese is out here balling. Every game,
Yeah.
Angel is getting better. Every game. And people want to look at the fact that Caitlin is scoring like averaging like 20 points a game in every game, and Angel's only averaging 11. But she is killing it on that defense, shutting people down. And she's been the reason why they won all their games except one. They just lost one this week. But they've been balling. And Angel's been a big part of that. But people still keep hating on her. I saw somebody posted an Angel Reese reel. I didn't even post it. Somebody else did. I'm looking in the comments. Oh, but her attitude is terrible. What are you talking about? How is her attitude? Well, she's not humble. What are you talking about? Caitlin shot a 3-pointer yesterday, and when she turned around, she turned around like this and was like, yeah, look at me. But that's okay. Angel does it. She's not humble. She's arrogant. But Caitlin not arrogant. She's doing the same thing.
I like them both.
I like them both. And like I've said to many people, I was pulling for Iowa to win. I wanted Iowa to win because I'm a Big Ten girl and they're in the Big Ten, and that's what I wanted.
I ain't want Iowa to win though.
I wanted Iowa to win. I know you love some Don and all that. I got it. I love Don too. But when the push comes to shove, I'm going with my Big Ten. Unless it's Michigan. I don't give a damn about them. But other than them,
it's all things Michigan. I thought it was just Michigan football and basketball.
No. It's all things University of Michigan. Anything related to that damn school. I'm not for it. I don't care what it is. They can have a pinball contest. No, I want them to lose. I don't care.
The T-Ton, right? The T-Ton. That team up north.
T-Ton. Garbage.
I didn't even know what T-Ton was until, what was it, about 2 years ago? I didn't know what T-Ton was. It was like, yeah, we tired of the T-Ton. What the fuck is T-Ton? It was like that team up north. I said, well, who was that? Like, a lot of teams up north. Who is that? Michigan. Oh, and that's what y'all call them, that team up north?
Yeah, that's what they call. Well, a lot of the Ohio State people call them that. I just call them bitch again. That's what I call them. They bitch again to me. Okay. Bitch again. Instead of Michigan, they bitch again.
I like it. It's a little,
anyway,
little weird coming from you. But I like it. I just want to let you know.
I'm a Spartan. I'm a Spartan. I'm a Spartan for life, period. I'm a Spartan and a Buckeye. I'm a Buckeye and I'm a Spartan. So hell no, it ain't surprising coming from me. I can't stand that place.
I'm a Tennessee Volunteer guy. That's me.
But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about this whole Caitlin issue. There's a lot more to be said. It's a lot deeper than what I talked about, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna leave it there. I just want y'all to know from me, I'm representing the women, the ladies of the WNBA. They're not hating on Caitlin, despite what all these reels and sound bites and shit's being said by all these so-called people in the know. They don't know what they're talking about. They're not hating on her. I just wanted it to be said from this platform that is bull crap. It's bull. And don't believe it. That's it.
All right. Well, with that being said, as y'all know, we always preach happiness. I want y'all to stay happy. Get you some self-control, some discipline, and stay happy out there, all right? There is somebody out there for you. Don't you ever think that y'all here lonely. You're not lonely. You're going through a season. Appreciate this season. because this season will teach you how to be better. That's what this season will teach you, how to be better. Start doing things by yourself. I'm about to start going to the movies by myself. So start doing things by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Travel
Couple
by
movies
yourself.
coming out of
They say you should travel by yourself.
I do travel. You know, I travel by
Mm-hmm.
myself. Even though everybody keep telling me you shouldn't go to Brazil by yourself, but I'm like, at this point, I'm going to Brazil. I'm all my chips is in. I'm going to Brazil.
No. When I say travel by yourself, I don't mean travel by yourself to go meet other people that you're familiar with. I mean travel, go someplace you've never been to before by yourself, literally by yourself. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll
That's what
make
they
sure I
say.
send everybody my location. I'll make sure
I
I send
haven't
everybody
done
my
that. I
location.
haven't done that before. So maybe I'll try that.
I've done it. Places I've never been. Ain't meet up with nobody. Yeah, I've done it. I had a good time. I'll do it again. Thank y'all for coming out though. God bless and great day.